Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the second day of our online education fair, Study in Russia University Open Talks, organized by your international consulting agency, Education Solutions. Today's session is designed for ambitious students who see their future in global politics, international economics, and law. If you aim to build a career in a diplomatic missions, multinational corporations, or global media, you are at the right place. Over the next hour, you will discover what it truly means to study international relations and global affairs in Russia, what programs are offered at MGIMO University, why MGIMO University is considered a premier institution for training diplomatic and business relations, and how to begin your admission journey. Stay with us. This could be your first step towards global career. My name is Daria. I represent Education Solutions. We support international applicants throughout the entire admission process, from the program selection to visa approval and arrival to Russia. Today, we are honored to introduce MGIMO University, one of Russia's most prestigious and internationally recognized institutions. It is my pleasure to welcome our distinguished representative from MGIMO University, Yulia Popel, analyst at the International Outreach Group of MGIMO University. Yulia, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My pleasure. Yeah. Today I'm going to introduce you to one of the most prestigious and famous Russian universities, and I hope you will enjoy it.
I can't wait to hear you introducing MGIMO University. Located in Moscow, it operates under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Russian Federation and has built a reputation over decades as a leading center for training international specialists. What the MGIMO is known for many of you, is the flagship programs in international relations, political science, diplomacy, in-depth study of international law, world economy, international business, unique language training. So, um, and as it is located in Moscow, studying there means being at the political and economic heart of Russia, because students gain access to government institutions, foreign embassies, major international forums, conferences, offices of global companies, unique networking opportunities. Unlike technical universities, MGIMO emphasizes analytical thinking, negotiation skills, leadership development, and intercultural communication. And now I am pleased to invite our guest, our MGIMO representative, to speak. Yulia, please tell us more about MGIMO University, its academic structure, partnerships, and why your university is a top choice for students pursuing careers in global affairs.
Thank you. First of all, let me start with diving a little bit into the history of our university. It was established in 1944 during the Second World War, and back then it was designed as an institution specially to train diplomats. So the Soviet Union needed specialists in this sphere, and GIMO was created specifically for these purposes. However, throughout its rich history, throughout these 80 years, the direction, the specialization of our university has evolved greatly. And apart from diplomacy and international relations, today our students uh, study a wide range of programs from political science and world economy to international business, law, tourism, journalism. and many, many more. So can we switch the slide, please? Yeah, today MGIMO has four campuses. One in Moscow, the second one is located in Odintsovo, the third one in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and the fourth one in Astana, Kazakhstan. The fact that we are really proud of is that today at MGIMO, 56 languages are taught, and this is an absolutely world record. At MGIMO, we have 14 schools and institutions, and our students can choose among a wide range of programs. For example, if you want to get your bachelor's degree, you choose between among 15 fields of study and 48 programs. And if you would like to continue your studying and get master's degree, then we suggest you 18 fields of study and 63 programs. The next slide, please. Uh, and an interesting thing is that at MGIMO, we base our education not only on subjects or on professional training, but on core values. We adhere to them ourselves and we try to develop these qualities in our students. The first one here is elite interdisciplinary education, then unparalleled training in both linguistics and culture, intellectual courage and critical thinking, unique faculty, so leading researchers and practitioners uh, deliver lectures and seminars for our students. And finally, it is global community of students and graduates from over 90 countries. There is such a phrase that is famous at MGIMO, MGIMO family, which means that in every corner of the globe we can meet MGIMO students or MGIMO graduates, and each of them will be proud of their alma mater and will provide any help and support that you need. And all this combination of special features of our core values uh, helps us to say that MGIMO is a place where global leaders are forged. The next slide, please. Uh, about our graduates. I'm sure that all of you know at least one or two or three people on this slide. And mm, all these people are MGIMO graduates, from presidents to ministers of foreign affairs to spokespeople to deputies, prime ministers, also businessmen, journalists, and so on. So among our the most famous graduates, there is Sergei Lavrov, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Russian Federation, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, President of Kazakhstan, Ilham Aliyev, President of Azerbaijan, and many, many more, and many, many more. And this is the fact that helps us to say that MGIMO is really a place where future leaders are forged, not only future but also present leaders. And that is why we advise you to follow their path. Next slide, please. Talking about our students. At MGIMO today, 10,000 students are studying. Among them, 13% are international students that come from 90 countries around the world. And if we're talking about Russian students, it should be noted that for a Russian student, it is considered a privilege very prestigious to get into MGIMO University, and in order to do so, they need to score at least 97 points out of 100 for each of them of their exams. That is why the procedure of entrance to MGIMO is highly competitive, and this fact actually gives us this opportunity to say that GIMO is a place where uh, we provide high quality education for highly prepared students. The next slide, please. Uh, so now, when we have a little bit touched upon Russian students at GIMO, let's talk about international students at GIMO and what awaits international students at our university. Now, over 1,000 of international students study at MGIMO, and we provide them with different integration activities, different programs that help them to integrate into the MGIMO community. For example, MGIMO Buddy Program, National Clubs and Fraternities, MGIMO Exchange Program. So we do everything in order mm, uh, to help our international students, to provide our international students with full participation in the social and cultural life of MGIMO. For example, on in these photos, you can see our international students on that visit major Russian events, for example, Victory Parade of 2025, and meeting with Vladimir Putin, Russia's president, at the World Youth Festival. The next slide, please. The thing that we're proud of is also our professional staff, our okay, let's then uh, return a little bit later to our professors and now talk about honorary doctors. So those people who visited MGIMO, who delivered lectures to our students, and who now are called honorary doctors of our universities. Among them, you can find Antonio Guterres, UN Secretary General, King of Saudi Arabia, President of Turkey, Prime Minister of Malaysia, President of Serbia, and many, many more. So this list is much, much longer than only these pictures presented on this slide. So more than 80 famous, high-ranking officials uh, who make part of this list of honorary doctors. The next slide, please. And about the enrollment to MGIMO. So the first question that may uh, arise while listening or while just encountering MGIMO University is, if I get enrolled into MGIMO, will I become diplomat? Uh, my answer is no, or not necessarily. A diplomat is only one path that our students can choose. It's the most like evident and well-known path, I would say. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that all the students of MGIMO become diplomats. No, they choose absolutely different career path, from businessmen, economists to uh, politicians, political consultants, journalists, lawyers, and so on and so forth. The next slide, please. And it is explained by one simple fact that MGIMO provides a wide range of programs of different directions. On this slide, you can see a list of, and this list is not full here, a list of bachelor's degree programs. You can see that our students choose among international relations, regional studies, law, political science, tourism, management, business informatics, linguistics, and so on. And we provide programs uh, not only in Russian, but also in English, specifically in the sphere of international relations and in the sphere of economics. And the full list of programs available to our applicants can be found on our website with the help of this QR code. The next slide, please. And if we're continuing with the master's degree programs, the situation here is quite the same. We can see here a wide range of programs from which you can choose both in Russian and in English. So Russian speaking applicants may opt for Russian speaking programs. English speaking applicants can either opt for English speaking programs or uh, uh, study for 1 year on our preparatory faculty and then get enrolled into one of Russian speaking programs. The next slide, please. And one more program that I would like to concentrate on is MGIMO Geneva International Program. It is executed by MGIMO together with Swiss School for International Relations, and it uh, during this program, students for 2 years study in Geneva, Switzerland, and for 2 years you can study in our university in Moscow. And after these 4 years, graduates receive two diplomas from two universities. And here as well, you can choose between three directions: international and comparative law, multilateral diplomacy, or international finance and investment management. The next slide, please. We also have a number of programs um, for international academic mobility. Today at MGIMO, over 2,000 students study in other universities for a couple of months. Yeah, this period uh, is different and individual for every student. So we have 2,000 outgoing students, and we partner with more than 230 universities all over the world in 56 countries. The next slide, please. We also have not only bachelor's degree programs or master's degree programs, but also short-term educational programs for those who want to immerse themselves for a short period of time into the atmosphere of studying in Russia. First of all, we provide courses for studying Russian or English in a group or individually. We provide exchange programs, we provide scientific research programs, and visiting student programs. And also, we have this preparatory faculty that I have already a little bit talked about. So this is a unique opportunity for the international applicants who doesn't for an international applicant who doesn't speak Russian to come to Russia, GIMO, study Russian for a year, and then with the help of this knowledge of Russian that is acquired during this period, uh, a student can choose among any Russian speaking program, and the student can then continue their studying in Russian. The next slide, please. Now about social life. So, uh, I should say that social and cultural life at MGIMO is really active and really vivid. We have over 100 student organizations. So, uh, MGIMO students uh, become volunteers and participants of large scale international events, for example, of Congress of Young Scientists, of BRICS. At BRICS, they can work as volunteers at BRICS summits and at World Youth Festivals. And of course, they take part in a huge number of humanitarian and educational missions. The next slide, please. Now about cultural life. At Ndimo, we have 10 cultural clubs and we regularly organize different cultural events that feature um, the most prominent Russian headliners. The next slide. Sports life at MGIMO is also really active, so if you like sport, then this is the place also for you. We have modern sports infrastructure, gyms, swimming pools, 16 sports sections. We regularly organize vibrant sports events and different field trips. And YIMO sport teams usually become winners and prize winners at prominent student sports competitions. The next slide. And now talking about our infrastructure. At MGIMO, we have multifunctional campus in the so-called University District of Moscow. We have a modern apartment hotel, which is located within a walking distance from our university, so just 2 minutes, and you get from your apartment hotel to university. And we have our own university clinic. And GIMO campus includes not only university itself, not only apartment hotel, but also gym, swimming pool, laundry, library, workspaces, and everything that a student may need nowadays. The next slide. And now I would like to attach your attention to one of our new but flagship projects is MGIMO International Applicants Club. This is an online community for everyone who wants to apply to MGIMO. So if you decided that you would like to connect your future with our university, then you need just to fill out the form and you are invited to our online community in Telegram. There, our international applicants and our acting students communicate with each other. Our students give them uh, some advice, share experience. We regularly organize for them different interactive events, quizzes, workshops and lectures with our professors. And now this community includes over 200 uh, future students of our university. The next slide, please. And now, in case you have you would like to learn more about our university, then I suggest that you follow us on our social media, on Instagram, on Telegram, that you study our website, or in case you have any questions, you can contact us via our email. So thank you very much for your attention, and I would like to answer any questions you have.
Julia, thank you so much for this informative presentation. It was very interesting to know more about MGIMO's academic, social, cultural, even sports life. And I even wished for a second I could come back to being a student again. Thank you very much. It was very informative. We have received some questions. The first one is how many foreign languages does an average MGIMO student study, and is it possible to choose maybe some rare languages to study?
Mhm. So, on average, GIMO student studies at least two foreign languages, English and one more language, um, one of these 56 languages of their choice. Uh, However, it is also possible to choose more languages, and this is not a rare situation when a student learns about three or four foreign languages at MGIMO.
Thank you. Thank you. 56 is quite a wide range to choose from. Yes.
Exactly.
Which programs at MGIMO generate the most interest among international applicants? Maybe there are some statistics.
I think that the most popular direction is traditionally international relations, also politics, economics, and law, I would say. So these uh, the most traditional spheres, as a rule, they attract the highest number of international students.
Thank you. What are the minimum academic requirements, GPA, for foreigners to enter MGIMO University?
So, if an applicant would like to enroll into a bachelor's degree program, then the requirement is to have a certificate, yeah, of as a school graduate, and to take our entrance interviews. Yeah, usually we have two entrance interviews in Russian and in English for Russian speaking programs. And if we're talking about master's degree programs, then what we're waiting for you is just a bachelor's diploma and also taking our interviews.
Okay, thank you so much. We also have a question about interviews. What does the committee usually focus on during an interview? How to make a good impression?
So these interviews they are held online and they're held orally. So examiners, our professors, they are posing questions to our applicants, and applicants are required to answer. These questions are basically what professors would like to get from an applicant is uh, just the general understanding, I would say, of the situation in the modern world, so some general basic knowledge. And they also would like to understand, to see that, and to hear that an applicant mm, is quite good at Russian and at English. So, just my personal advice is to be confident and to refresh, yes, some knowledge from school program maybe.
Thank you. The admission process is about to start soon because it's almost spring. When should we ideally begin preparing applications to meet all the deadlines?
Hmm.
Where does the
Actually,
admission process start? Yes, sorry.
yeah, actually, right now you can start submitting your documents. So you just need to register on our website, uh, Rusbak, and there, after the registration, you can submit all the necessary documents. Talking about the list of this document, it's not so long, so you need to upload your documents electronically, namely your identity document, a couple of medical documents, just their copies, uh, and a photo. So after this, you are invited to take our oral interviews. So we suggest that you can start your application process right now, and in order to confidently meet all the deadlines. But our admission campaign is held in 5 waves. So starting from February the 10th, yeah, our international applicants can submit their documents, and they are throughout this time, throughout the spring and the summer, they are invited to um, entrance interviews.
Okay, great. So admission committee is already viewing the applications, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, very good. The last question for today. What are the main challenges international students can face during their first months of study in MGIMO University and maybe Moscow in general?
Talking about our university, and well, I think yeah, it's also concerns life in Moscow. I think the main challenge here is Russian language. So it is difficult, and in order to live in Moscow, actually, it is really helpful to know Russian. And in this case, actually, in order to help our international applicants, first of all, we suggest that before getting enrolled into a bachelor's or master's degree program, they go through our preparatory faculty. So they can come to MGIMO and learn Russian for 1 year. And after this year, their um, their Russian will allow them to freely, first of all, live in Moscow and communicate with Russians, and of course, to study at Russian speaking programs. But if uh, our students do not want to come to preparatory faculty at first, then of course we have English speaking programs, and they always can opt for them. It is also mm, uh, there is also such an opportunity.
It is great that students can choose both English and Russian programs. Yulia, thank you so much for this insightful presentation, for answering questions. This has been incredibly valuable information. We hope that today's session has given you a clearer understanding of the opportunities that studying at MGIMO University offers and what your next steps might be. As a little reminder, Education Solutions is here to provide full support throughout your admission journey. We handle all of the organizational aspects to ensure that the process is transparent and comfortable for you. If you're ready to move forward, we would be glad to guide you. Thank you very much for your time and active participation. Julia, thank you for joining us today during our live streams, during our webinars. See you next time.
Thank you.